Tonight on The Roast, Facebook admits to a security breach and Sydney's casino war takes a surprise twist. But first, Edward Snowden, the American whistleblower who recently revealed the NSA's extensive phone and internet surveillance program, has fled Hong Kong, where he'd been evading arrest by US authorities. Which means it's time for another round of... Russia. He's in Russia. Actually, I don't know why I made them do that because I already knew the answer. Still, we might get to use those graphics again because while he's in Russia now, Edward Snowden wants to be somewhere else.
The American man who revealed secret details about the US government's phone and internet surveillance is seeking asylum in Ecuador.
Ecuador, or as it's been pronounced since 1997, the little South American nation that's famous for the Galapagos Island and the Julian Assange. But the question everybody's asking is, how was Snowden able to board a plane to leave Hong Kong for Russia when he was already the subject of an extradition request by the US government and had even had his passport cancelled? I mean, I couldn't even get on a plane the other day because I had toothpaste. Well, in a press release this morning, the Hong Kong government revealed America's extradition request
did not fully comply with the legal requirements under Hong Kong law. Meanwhile, the HKSAR government has formally written to the US government requesting clarification on earlier reports about the hacking of computer systems in Hong Kong by US government agencies.
In other words, look, we wanted to help you catch the guy who revealed that you'd been spying on us, but then we remembered, you. And travelling with Snowden on his flight from Hong Kong was a WikiLeaks legal advisor who's assisting him with his bid for asylum in Ecuador. Now, you might not be familiar with the work of wiki lawyers, but trust me, they are experts in a wide range of one thing.
Are you looking for legal advice that's free of complex jargon? Well, look no further than the trusted team at WikiLeaks Legal. We make your complicated legal nightmares simple by offering just one universal legal strategy.
My sister and I have been fighting over my dad's will. It's tearing our family apart and I don't know what to do.
Flee to Ecuador.
I have unpaid parking fines and I don't know how I can make those payments.
Flee to Ecuador.
I killed a man.
Hide the body, then flee to Ecuador. Previous satisfied customers include Julian Assange, who thanks to WikiLeaks Legal went from the potential of a life in prison to free rent in prime London real estate. So put your faith in WikiLeaks Legal, because we open the Ecuador to freedom.
They're fantastic. But why Ecuador? Well, for more, let's cross to our South American correspondent, Nick Richardson. Nick.
Hey Tom, this is where Edward Snowden and Julian Assange are hoping to come to live out the rest of their days. Paddling around in the azure water, plucking plump coconuts straight from the tree and drinking their heavenly milk. Would you like some, Tom? Would you like some of my delicious coconut?
More than anything. Okay, so Snowden and Assange are gonna live in paradise forever.
Oh yes, Tom. They'll have this incredible view from these incredible computer terminals, where they will be building firewalls to stop the NSA snooping around in Ecuador's business. It's Ecuador's final push against Iran to be this year's #1 annoyer of America.
Is that an actual thing?
Oh, Tom, it's the most prestigious award a naughty country can receive. But Ecuador had better be careful. Sure, they love annoying America, but Snowden and Assange might decide to use these computers to start looking into Ecuador's secrets.
Okay, have they got a lot to hide?
Oh, human rights abuses, press censorship, mistreatment of indigenous people. It would be ever so dangerous if a group of leakers were to be let loose here.
Yeah, right. So what will Ecuador do?
Well, they'll just have to distract them with coconuts and remind them they have nowhere else to go. Go.
Well, moving along, and last Friday, Facebook announced a software bug had inadvertently exposed the private email addresses and phone numbers of over 6 million users. According to Reuters,
Facebook's security team was alerted to the bug last week, but did not publicly acknowledge the bug until Friday afternoon when it published an important message on its blog explaining the issue.
And while some media outlets are reporting widespread outrage, actual Facebook users don't seem to be that fussed. In fact, the post announcing the leaks received 1,000 likes. And what's not to like? I mean, your phone number was given out to millions of people for free. eHarmony charges $20 a month for that kind of service. And I can assure you, you don't get that kind of heat no matter how good your profile photo is. Let's cross now to Rachel Corbett, one of my top Facebook friends. Rach, you're always very careful with your online privacy. Are you comfortable with this information being made public by Facebook?
Tom,
Tom, it's already public. If you look at my profile, you'll see what I like, who my friends are, where I studied, where I live, where I work, where I used to work, where I've been, the things I like, my recent activity, where I was born, and all the photos from my entire life.
Yes, I can.
So really, contact details are the least of my worries. And the way Facebook is going, pretty soon we won't even need phone numbers and emails. It'll all be done by the book. We'll have face phone and face mail, you name it.
Face fax machine.
No.
Okay, so nothing about this information harvesting concerns you?
Tom, I don't care about the things I put on Facebook. I put them there because I want people to know about them. What I would hate is if they started leaking what I did on Facebook.
Okay, like what?
Well, Tom, you know when you're sitting at home alone on a Friday night and you've got a little spare time, so you get a little click curious. You go through your friends' profiles and your friends' profiles, and then you come across your ex-boyfriend. So you peruse his photos and try to work out whether that girl that's here in the 2013 Bali album is a friend or just a new girlfriend. I mean, just because he's got his arm around her doesn't mean they're together, right? But then you notice that she was at the 2012 Christmas dinner and now you're in too deep, so you click on her profile and the whole process starts again, and the next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. and you haven't blinked in 8 hours.
Okay, but will you continue to use Facebook despite this risk?
Well, of course. How else am I supposed to stay up to date with my friends? I'll keep using it until the next Facebook is invented. Then it'll join MySpace and Friendster in the social media graveyard of personal information depositories I no longer care about, but are still publicly accessible.
And finally tonight, there's been a new development in the debate over a second casino for Sydney.
Sydney's casino war's taken an unexpected turn.
Unexpected turn? I had my money on unforeseen twist. Because the owners of Sydney's star casino, Echo Entertainment, have offered the New South Wales government $250 million to extend its exclusive casino rights until 2034, thereby preventing future competition from James Packer's proposed Crown Casino. However, if the government chooses not to accept that $250 million, let's call it a financial incentive, then Echo has a plan B.
It involves giving the rival James Packer Crown Group a limited VIP licence at Barangaroo.
They're divvying up the gamblers. Crown can have the high rollers while Star gets the low to medium rollers. More importantly though, Star is doing what it knows best, putting a load of money in front of someone and inviting them to take a punt. Should the New South Wales government take the money and stick with one casino, or pass on the cash and double down with 2 casinos? It's a tough choice. Of course, at this stage though, it's just a plan, no more real than my plan for the ultimate bedroom, complete with trampoline floor and a water slide into a pool filled with ice cream. One day. So should the government take the $250 million? I mean, $250 million doesn't really sound like a lot for 20 years of exclusive rights for casinos in Sydney. It's really only most of an Avatar film. On the other hand, they could do a lot of good with that $250 mil. I mean, they could build the Shattered Dreams Highway, the Broken Home Public School, the What Am I Going to Tell the Wife hospital. But if the New South Wales government does choose to reject the $250 million, they might choose the Crown VIP-only casino idea, which means there'll have to be another VIP-only facility to match.
Peace. For years, high rollers who've lost it all have had to go through counselling sessions with your common gambling addict, your pensioners throwing away their super on the pokies, your fathers lured into spending the kids' university fund. But now, thanks to the introduction of Crown's new High Rollers Club, we're thrilled to announce the new High Rollers Clinic for Crown customers. If your VIP gambling addiction has cost you the family chariot or, say, an entire multinational company, here at the High Rollers Treatment Clinic, you'll enjoy the VIP counselling you deserve. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with being treated alongside only the most illustrious gambling addicts. Captains of industry, CEOs, star athletes. You've lost your money in the company of billionaires. You don't want to confess your problems in the company of riffraff. Will you get out of it?
Relaxation.
Imagine you've just been persuaded to gamble away your private jet. Do you really want to be sitting in a chair circle with someone who only lost their car? It just isn't the same. So, high rollers who have lost the GDPs of small nations, we'll see you soon. And remember, none of this would have been possible without 2 casinos and the New South Wales state government.
Thanks, Mark. And good luck to the New South Wales state government with your decision. Fingers crossed, Sydney's picturesque foreshore gets a beautiful new money pit. Good night.